Here's how to look like a pro, even if you're a beginner. I can't wait to show you what I have in store for you in this video. First of all, I want to thank you for all the comments that you've made in the past videos. This is truly what makes a collaborative effort so that I can bring you the tools that you need that you can use over and over again. Now remember, I've been sending this video series out to you so that you can become more creative and save yourself a ton of time. I've been making plugins and effects content for about 10 years. I've learned a lot in that time, and I want to share this information with you so that you can stand out from other editors. And I truly believe that this content that I've been sharing with you will be super beneficial to you in the future as an editor. Today I'm going to show you how to take a title that we've already made and add a graphic element and a mask to that title. Now at the end of this tutorial, I'm going to give you another free product, a set of free animated titles with masks. Also, I've got something really exciting to tell you after this tutorial, so stick around. In Final Cut Pro, let's navigate to the Behavior Testing category and choose the Scale and Slide title. Then do a right-click and Open in Motion. Let's save this right away as a new file. Go to the File menu and choose Save As. Make sure you go to the same category of Behavior Testing, and let's call this title Rectangle Mask. I suggest saving it several times during this process so you don't lose any work. To prepare this title, let's create two new groups by going into the Object menu and choosing New Group. I'll do that again, and then I'll drag them both below our main title group. I'm also going to rename that main group Title. Let's rename the new groups. The one on the bottom will be Rectangle, and the one above that, let's call Mask. Now before we do anything else, go into the title group and delete the layer called Title Background. Let's work in the Mask group first. Make sure your cursor is at the beginning of the playhead on the timeline, then select the Rectangle tool and draw a basic rectangle. Now these next steps are a bit tricky, but stay with me and you'll be fine. I'm going to show you how to automatically link some parameters to our text by using the link behavior. First I'm going to choose a different color for this mask so I can see it against the title. Navigate to the Rectangle Geometry tab and choose the Size drop-down. Hover over the height parameter and you'll see a drop-down arrow appear on the right. Click this drop-down and choose Add Parameter Behavior and choose Link. Let's rename this link behavior H for height. Now I'll do the same thing for the rectangle's width parameter. Now go back to the rectangle and navigate to the Properties tab. I'm going to add a link in the same manner for both the X position and Y position. Now if you click on one of those link behaviors, you'll notice that they have a source window for each link we created. We need to define the sources. Click on the height link we created and drag and drop the title group inside the source window. Do the same thing for the width link. Now drag and drop the actual title into the Y and X position windows. The position links automatically define the source parameters, but we still need to define the parameters for the width and height. So go down to the height link, and in the source parameter drop-down, choose Object Attributes, Size, and Height. Do the same thing for the width parameter. Now we need to do a few things to the text. Go into the Layout tab, choose Type, and then Paragraph. Go down to the Margins definitions and type in half the width of the project size. In this case, our project size is 1920 width, so I will enter -960 for the left margin and 960 for the right margin. Set the top margin to 100 and the bottom margin to -100. Now let's go into the Format tab and change the font to Futura Bold. Also make sure the vertical alignment is set to middle and the baseline is set to 0. Let's publish the offset parameter so it can be adjusted in Final Cut Pro. Now if we change the size of the font, we can see that the rectangle automatically changes and resizes. It will also follow its X and Y positions when you move the title around. In the width and height links, let's change the offsets to 25 each to give the mask some padding. Now let's create a graphic element. Go to the rectangle group and create another rectangle and make it larger than the first one. Now I'm going to link it up to the title for the X and Y positions, just like I did with the mask. I'll rotate the shape a little and also make it look more like a rectangle. Now I want to add a behavior to the rectangle so it animates in. Go to the behavior library and type O and drag and drop the overshoot behavior onto the new rectangle. Go down to the timeline and shorten that overshoot parameter to about 25 frames. Then go into the behavior inspector and apply the behavior to the Z rotation. Now change the start value to -20, the ramp duration to 15%, and the cycles to 2. Next, let's create a mask. Select the rectangle group and go to the Object menu and choose Add Image Mask. then drag and drop the mask group onto the source window, then click Invert Mask. Now go in and change the color of the main rectangle and make sure to also publish that parameter. Go to the File menu and click Save again, and let's open it in Final Cut Pro. Let's navigate to our new title, and you can see that wherever you drag the title, the rectangle and the mask follow it perfectly. You just created a graphic and a mask around your title, and you learned some really awesome new ways to apply and manipulate behaviors. Just like in the last videos, I know the value of your time as an editor, so I want to give you another free product. Just click the link in the description or go to cineflare.com/behaviors3. Time is money, and my experience in this industry has proven that if you're willing to build a templates library, you're going to save yourself countless hours. It can take a huge chunk of time to create an animation for each and every project that you're doing. So by having a vast templates library, all you have to do is drag and drop a title animation onto your project instead of having to take the time to build them each and every time. Now, within the next couple of days, I'm going to be sending out a new video, and I have an offer for you that you're going to absolutely love. This offer is only going to be available for 4 days, so you're going to want to watch for it. I'm excited to hear about your experiences with creating animated titles using masks, so be sure to comment on this video. I'll see you in a couple of days.